YouTube, welcome back. James, back from the brief break that we've taken from the YouTubes here. I was pretty overwhelmed and busy over the last week or two. So it was the last, I guess 6 days. So it's not that huge of a downtime. So I thought it's 3:10 a.m. It is late officially, and let's ramble. So, that being said, I went to work today, and Sunday is the day that I am supposed to be the only one there. Not supposed to, but I happen to be the only one there tattooing. I generally work alone. Nobody else really wants to work Sundays. I work Sundays in the shop ever since the beginning of time. Since we were back at the old shop, Sundays were my days where I go in, and because a lot of other shops are closed, I usually do okay on Sundays. Today, I go to work. Yesterday, a very good client of mine that I've been tattooing for years now got a hold of me and asked if I had some time available for Sunday so him and his son can get tattooed. And I was like, yeah, I got some time, come by. They popped in around 1:30 or so, and I got their stuff together. And while I was getting their stuff together, I had a group of 6 people come in and book me for right after them. So my regulars came in, work on their tattoos. This group of 6 people came in and booked all variations of basically the same tattoo. They all wanted to get a cancer ribbon tattoo, which is very common in the tattoo business. We do a lot of cancer ribbons, a lot of awareness ribbons for various diseases in general. And so this group, which I'll tell you more about in a couple minutes, came in and booked out 6 spots. I took 1 deposit for the whole group, and they came back at 4:30. So from 1:30 when my appointment came in to 4:30, I had to draw and do 2 tattoos, finish those up. This other group comes in. I put together their stuff, and I started tattooing them at 4:30. And with that said, I usually work until 8 o'clock on Sundays. Generally, if it is slower, I'll dip out an hour early. If it's absolutely crickets, I'll dip out, at the most 2 hours early at 6 o'clock. But most of the time, 99.9% of the time, I'm at the shop and I'm there until 8 o'clock p.m. So these folks came in and they all got tattooed. So I did 8 tattoos today. I'm pretty fucking exhausted. The cool thing about it is, I don't want to say it's a cool thing because it's unfortunate when you have to do cancer tattoos, because that means that somebody that person knows or is connected to or close to was affected by cancer somehow. In this case, it was one of the ladies I tattooed. She was just diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. She's in her mid-40s, an incredibly nice lady, super sweet lady. Everybody in the whole family was great. Actually, they were all very cool, very, very nice, very positive people. And this lady is super inspirational. She wanted to get the tattoo. She didn't seem upset or bummed out or terribly stressed even. She was pretty easygoing about the whole cancer thing. Not to say that I'm sure she's not concerned or worried, but if she was just putting on a strong face, she was putting on the best strong face I've ever seen anybody put on in the face of some sort of terrible, shitty disease that she's going to have to go through. So as I was tattooing her, specifically, we talked, and She told me the story of her cancer, and she was diagnosed improperly. She had a cough. She went to the doctor. They told her it was pneumonia. After 2 months of that, she went back and got a second opinion, and they're like, uh-oh, just kidding, stage 4 lung cancer. And the funny part, not really funny part, but I guess the shitty part is she's in her mid-40s, looked as healthy as you could possibly be, the sort of, she was like a smaller person. She's probably like 5'5" and maybe a $120, $140 maybe, and like muscular. Like, she works out, she spends time at the gym, and like healthy looking lady. And she explained to me she never picked up a cigarette in her life. She never smoked. She eats right. She exercises and goes to the gym regularly. She had tanned skin. She's very active, spends time outdoors, and lives life, And that lady got cancer, which just makes you think, like, you can go about your life avoiding certain things, trying to do all the right things and be healthy and take care of your body and care for yourself and handle your business, and you could just get fucking random cancer. And that is a fucking bummer. But the way that this lady's family and her all were handling her cancer and her problem and coming together and doing really, like, positive, sort of united, like, we're all in this together, we're here for you sort of mentality, was just incredible to see. Like, really, really inspirational. It kind of hit me. Like, I don't get emotional. I basically disconnect and don't, like, show emotion or emote or don't feel emotion for most people. I'm kind of, for lack of better terms, dead inside when it comes to that sort of stuff. Not that I don't care about people, or I don't like people, or I don't enjoy people, or don't empathize with people and their struggle and stuff. But generally, like, I'm a pretty selfish dude. Like, I fucking handle my shit. I try to make sure that I am provided for, my girlfriend is provided for, our dogs and cats are provided for, and beyond that, I kind of have, like, blinders on. Like, I care about my parents and my family and stuff, and if anybody needed anything, I certainly would do my best to help and whatever, and I don't want anything bad to happen to them, but, like, I'm not an emotional dude. I'm not, like, a heart on my sleeve sort of, like, sensitive dude with most things. But, like, this lady, like, I don't want to say it affected me, but it was, like, it made me feel. And, like, I was, like, super, like, wow, you don't even look sick. You don't even seem sick. You don't even, you look 10 times healthier than me, like, and you just get stupid random lung cancer, and you're being the most positive, upbeat, like, really, really strong human that I've seen in a long time. So that is awesome, that she can have that attitude, and that in the face of something shitty, she's not letting it get the best of her, and she is preparing herself to battle something that the cards are going to be stacked against her, and it's crazy, man. Cancer sucks. Fuck cancer. My mom personally dealt with it didn't end up being cancerous, but had a large growth on her, like, ovaries. A good friend of mine's mom died of cancer. It's affected a lot of people that everybody knows. I can't just be like, oh yeah, a lot of people I know have dealt with that. A lot of people that everybody knows. Everybody watching this video knows somebody that was affected somehow by cancer, whether it be them directly, their family members, something like that. Thomas, my coworker and boss, and his fiancee Allison. Allison went through a bout with some cancer stuff going on. Had to go through chemo and the whole nine, and got through it and is now healthy and stuff, and that's great. But just having to fucking deal with it, man, it's a shit sandwich. So shout out to the folks I tattooed today. They were great. I ended up, because I tattooed fairly fast, I got all of their tattoos done and left only about a half hour late. So I did a bunch of tattoos today on all great people. Everybody was very cool, and it's rare that things go that smoothly and that well, and everybody that walks in the door is just a good person and doesn't, because my regulars and stuff, like Brad, the dude I tattooed today, and his son, both super cool. I've known Brad for a while. I've been tattooing him for a few years now, and like the whole rest of his family. So like I know to expect. Like, he's a good dude. I get along with him. The random people that walk in off the street sometimes aren't always cool, and these folks were great. So big shout out to them. Her name is Tammy, and her nickname, I guess, in her family is Tambo. And her husband, his cancer ribbon had the words Tambo Tough written with it. So I look forward to seeing the Tammy crew and the Tambo crew come back with some good news at some point. They told me that they had more people looking to get this cancer ribbon tattoo. So I look forward to it, man. It's cool that you can turn a random walk-in of a few people coming in, or a group of people, into some folks I feel will be getting tattooed by me for a long time. At least the enthusiasm that they showed for these tattoos definitely felt that way. So that was awesome. Getting into something a little less melancholy than talking about fucking cancer. Cleveland Indians are just destroying it, man. They've won 29 out of the last 31. So their 22-game win streak was ended at 22. They lost one game, won a bunch of other games, lost another game 2 days ago, and they're back on a 2-game winning streak. The regular season's almost over, and right now they have the best record in the American League and are 1 game behind for the best record in all of baseball. So the baseball playoffs are shaping up. It's going to be a hell of an October to watch. Yeah, it's great. I love it when I get to look at the baseball scores every day and see my team doing something good. Beyond that, here, I got a text. I'll do this live since it's my rambling vlog. And, it's Allison texting me from the bedroom to sleep. Yeah. This is, that's the text. Sleep. I will soon. I'm going to answer live. So anyway, beyond that, an interesting thing with Trump getting on Twitter and calling out the NFL and about the whole kneeling during the pledge thing. All I'm going to say about it are 2 things while we're on the whole sports topic and this whole protesting and kneeling during the national anthem or whatever. 1, and this is the most important thing to take away from this, is Donald Trump needs to get the fuck off of Twitter. And 2 is, if you're an athlete, you have a platform, you have a voice. If you want to express that and use that platform to express a problem you feel that we have, use it. I support anybody who stands during the national anthem or takes the initiative and acts in protest of some of the injustice happening to people of color and to people in general in this country, and the divide and the race battle and stuff. On the flip side of this, back to the Cleveland Indians, there's been, I guess, one Major League Baseball player who has been kneeling. I want to say, I forget the dude's name, he plays for the Oakland Athletics. Cleveland Indians all stood during the national anthem, and there have been articles posted on MLB about what every team is doing and how they're reacting and how their managers react and the teams themselves and whatnot. And the Cleveland Indians, the coach Terry Francona, a bunch of the players, a bunch of the front office people and stuff, kind of banded together and started a big pool of a big, I guess, I don't want to call it foundation, but they started pulling together money to donate to charity. Instead of kneeling during the national anthem, they started a foundation and are pulling money and have donated to some causes that they feel relevant, and that was them turning something that could be looked at negatively, because a lot of people are looking at folks kneeling negatively and saying a lot of real negative, shitty things. Well, the Indians turned what could have been a negative into a positive and did something good. So that's good on them. I am super, happy that it happened to be my team that's doing something cool. Outside of that, I think I'm going to end it here because I'm being joined. Heading to bed here. I have stickers coming in. Those who would like a sticker, come see me and get tattooed. I modified the Cleveland Indians logo, Chief Wahoo, into my face. This is what they'll look like. Come and get tattooed, get a sticker. But that's it, guys. I will talk to you again soon. And, I'm going to bed. It's late. I've rambled. So, talk to you guys later.